Hey everyone, TGIF Friday. Tony George, DocSports.com. Get that link in the description below and get that free $60. Let's win some money this weekend. Some housekeeping duties, a quick football update, and right to your free pick. And this is a free pick on Saturday. I want to get this out today in college football. We've been on a hell of a run with free picks. I think we lost our last one, but it's a good solid play for you here. This is one I passed on. I have a 5-game card tomorrow with a 7-unit Big 12 game of the month on it. Get on it. Won our top play last weekend in college, about the only thing we did. NFL's been good. Haven't lost a Sunday card. Haven't missed a top play all season. Haven't missed a teaser all season. 6-unit top play on a 4-pack on Sunday. And we also have the Monday night game this week between the Chargers and the Raiders. Ought to be a good one. So nonetheless, all those are available at DocSports.com. 4-unit Major League Baseball best bet on a 9-3 run there, and a $8,090 to the good since May 15th after a very poor start. So baseball roll along. Tiptoe through the tulip slightly in baseball. The best free advice you're going to get on a sports handicapping video today is you better be low volume in Major League Baseball or you're going to get your rear end handed to you. Cherry pick games that have meaning and purpose, and there are some of those series this weekend that carry meaning and purpose in this playoff race, but you gotta, and it's not always what it seems on the surface, so just be careful. A couple of shout outs real quick. Last night I went down to the Circa Sportsbook and the Mega Bar and met a friend of Doc's and a client of mine, and kind of a semi-famous foodie, Ed Cohen from Portland, Oregon, came down and asked me to meet him, and I met him, and Ed and I had a good time as I watched Cincy in the survivor pool at Circa I had barely win a game against Jacksonville. Pucker factor about times 1,000. Whoa. You got to take some of these not so good teams in the survivor pool because you got to think about later down the road and the schedules and all the strategy that goes into it, but whew, talk about crapping your pants in public. Not good. And interesting as well, I wanted to bring this up. I ran ahead some Tony George sightings. And a couple of guys from Chicago were talking, and they ran this by me, and people have asked me about this on Twitter and all kinds of stuff. Why don't you put out halftime lines? We can't put out halftime lines. But Doc's consensus service over at the website is a text-based consensus service, and you get text, and they've been putting out halftime lines. And I looked over there today, they're like on a 17-3 all sports run. And went like 9-0 last Sunday and hit all their top picks. So it's a consensus service, and they track like 8 or 9 different resources, and when they all match up, kind of they put them out. And so nonetheless, if you want halftime lines, Doc's consensus service, and you can get it for free for like the weekend, try it out or something. I think you text the word, I know you text the word consensus to 29022 on your phone. You can sign up for free. Those of you who want halftime lines, they put them out Saturday and Sunday. Not a bunch of them. I don't know how many they put out, but they put out some if you're in-game wagering. So that being said, also one more shout out. My Mr. Pibb is on its way to Las Vegas. That's right. They don't sell Mr. Pibb out here. I had a little rant about it. And a client of mine, longtime follower, Kyle Johnson. Thank you, Kyle. And Kyle, I offered him something up. He's going to get a month free of my NBA after it starts. And he's on board for the football program this year. So, Kyle, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Looking forward to getting that tasty little treat. How do you not sell Mr. Pibb in Las Vegas? How is that even humanly possible? What's going on? It's a staple of my diet back in Kansas City and Lincoln. That being said, let's get the free pick today. Troy taking on South Carolina. South Carolina laying 6, total 43.5. I like the under. You take a look at these two teams. South Carolina has no offense. Their defense held East Carolina to 17, and Kentucky last week. Kentucky was my 6-unit top play in college football last week, covered by 1 point. Whew. Thought they'd have a hell of a lot more than 16 points at home against South Carolina. Or maybe that was in South Carolina. I can't remember. It's been so many games ago now. But nonetheless, and Carolina gave it up against Georgia. You're going to. Arkansas is going to give it up against Georgia this week. You got to score with them. You can't stop them. But nonetheless, even with those numbers, the Georgia numbers thrown in, South Carolina has the number 27th ranked defense in the country. Troy, number 4. Yeah. Offensively, Troy's 104th in the country. South Carolina, you ready for this? 115th. Going to be a long year in the SEC for South Carolina. But nonetheless, if Troy has 10 points in this game, I'll be shocked. And when's the last time you thought that South Carolina was an offensive juggernaut? And Kentucky's defense isn't that good. Matter of fact, I think Troy's defense is probably better. They're 4th in the country for a reason. I know the strength of schedule and all that, but this is good defense. 2010 type game. 2016. 24-10. Give me the under 43.5. Troy, South Carolina. Back at you on Saturday.